hours, 6 hours to create, and it was very complicated, but I just love the end result, and it all starts with this amateur with this skeleton from aluminum wire and a coating of black clay. So let's jump in, let's create our Reaper from Overwatch. These are the breast muscles from Reaper. I really would like to tell you some background information and some stories about Reaper, but I can't. I'm not familiar with the game. I know it's a really great game. I haven't played it, but maybe I will one day. So I had to come up with my own version of Reaper's life and character background information while creating. When you spend hours and hours on one character and you don't even know anything about it, you just have to come up with your own solution and your own version of it, and I will tell you that in a minute. So just my own version of Reaper's life. But we will put this creation into the oven, this base layer. Freshly baked base layer of Reaper. Yeah, so here we go. This is my own version of Reaper's life. I will tell you the real story after that. I looked it up. He grew up in a poor family. The father left home when little Reaper, his name was Owen, was 9 years old. As the mother didn't care about him, he grew up on his uncle's farm. They raised him in the middle of nowhere. When he was 12 years old, he had to help a lot on the farm. He had to cut the grass, the hay as food for the animals. As he did not have any friends, he started to talk to his reaping knife. He was reaping all day long for years, and when he was 17 it happened. Yeah, what happened? A group of gangsters came to the farm. They killed his uncle and aunt. The police didn't come to help. They were paid by the gangsters, as Owen later found out. So he wanted revenge. He felt helpless. While tears ran down his cheek, he looked at his reaping knife, and before he left the farm forever, he looked around, and his uncle's farm, found 2 shotguns, took them, found a skull from a goat, and took it as a mask. And from this day on, there was no Owen anymore. The Reaper was born to fight for himself, to bring death. Yeah, this was my version. While creating, I came up with that. And now, of course, I will also tell you some true facts about Reaper. I really hope that I didn't upset anybody with my version of Reaper. Yeah, while creating the shoes and also the knee protection from Reaper, this is all silver clay. I made it a bit darker with some black clay. Keep that in mind when creating. I will tell you some true facts about Reaper. I looked it up at Gamepedia, Overwatch. The man who would later be known as Reaper was originally known as Gabriel Rice. Okay, no Owen. He was born in Los Angeles and he joined the United States military, where he achieved a senior officer position and he achieved veteran status and was highly respected. And then, I think during the Omni Crisis, he became the commander of Overwatch's Black Watch unit. And maybe you guys can tell me some more details about Reaper. I really don't want to read this whole document. But I found some interesting facts about the abilities of the Reaper. Well, there's this ability called the Reaping. The Reaper steals health from his enemies as he damages them. Then he has his Hellfire shotguns. We will create that after creating our Reaper. Then he has Wrath form. He becomes a shadow for a short period of time. Well, this character really sounds fun. Now I really want to try him out. Yeah, let's go back to the creation. There are some thorns on his right arm and also on his left hand. When you create your own Reaper, well, you can decide how much work and effort you want to put in the detail work, but I think these thorns are pretty characteristic and important for this character, so you really should work on these and make them as detailed as possible. This is my new tool. It is called the Clay Extruder. I have not worked with this tool before, so this is the very first time, and I used it for belts. It really helped to get regular shapes on the belts and also on the ammo. Later we will create that, just adding some details, and now we will work and create some more belts. I think there are a total of 4 different belts with a lot of details. Well, and this clay extruder helped. I wouldn't say this tool is essential, but it is quite helpful and fun to use. So if you're interested, I think there are a lot of brands. I'll include a link for the one I bought. This is an Amazon link. I also made these ammos, the red ones, and also the silver parts of the ammo as well with the clay extruder, and it helped to make it quite regular. Yeah, this is some another detail work, and I'm pretty sure this is important for the character, but I can't tell you anything about it. Now let's work on the cloak. This one is pretty easy to create, and I really wanted to give this character a badass look, and this means the cloak should look like as if it is moving while the Reaper is maybe turning around or even shooting. So this cloak really helps to create a badass character. Now we will also create Reaper's hood, and just be sure to make a very thin layer of black clay in order to make it look like as if it is made out of, what is it made out of? Leather, maybe? This is the back side from Reaper, some more silver details. I found some great images of the character, and the cloak, I really wanted to make it fly as if he is turning around, and now his silver fingernails, well, I assume these are some gloves he uses as weapons as well. And now, talking about weapons, we will create his Hellfire shotguns. There are 2 of them, and I saw a video on YouTube, a gameplay video, that he is not reloading his guns, he's just throwing them away and takes 2 new ones. Yeah, that makes sense, Reaper. That's not very ecological, right? Some more details on the weapons. I used some silver clay to make the weapons look dirty. Put everything onto a plate, making tiny holes for the weapons, and we are ready to go into the oven. Freshly baked Reaper! And this is what it looks like when I try to fix everything in the oven. This cup, for example, helped to form the cloak, and also for the weapons. They would have been too heavy. I used aluminum wire tiny stands to fix it right in position. So you may want to try that out. And now some more detail work. I want some smoke to come out of the Reaper's guns, of the Hellfire shotguns. I'm using some wood.